Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone, and also to our honorable lecturer, Madam Najah Mokhtar. We are from KBA 2425A. Today, our group have choose 3 companies, which is Gas Malaysia Berhad, Petronas Gas Berhad, and also Velesto Energy Berhad. But first, let me introduce the team members, which is first, Nadila binti Bastia, second, Hasanah binti Ismail, third, Anis Alisha binti Ashrul Helmi, fourth, Ahmad Luman Hakim bin Pasula, and last but not least, Muhammad Azharul Farhan bin Muhammad Azhar. So let's look into the next slide. Okay, this is our table contents. It is included 3 elements in it. First, industry analysis. Second, company profile. So both of these elements we will talk about on the 3 companies that have chosen by us. Third, financial performance. Our group will explain more about it, which is cash flow, market ratio, and also ROE point. And lastly, we will conclude about the best company performance. So we move on to the next slide.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Luman Hakim, and I will continue with my part about the industrial analysis of the company that we choose, which is Gas Malaysia Berhad, Petronas Gas Berhad, and Velesto Energy Berhad. Okay, before I go further, I will give a little brief about these 3 companies. They come in the same sector, which is in the utilities and energy sector, and they also come from the same industry, which is oil and gas industry. The reason why I chose these 3 companies because they show an impressive track record when it comes to their financial success. Now I will proceed with the thing that can influence the industry. Okay, one of it is crude oil availability. This can be explained with the term of supply and demand. When the supply is decreased, there will be an increase in demand and also the price. Okay, next is high transportation cost. When the transportation cost increase, there will be a decrease. There will be increase in the price. And last but not least is price volatility. This can be referred to the world price index. Okay, that's all. As for the current new of the company that have we selected, as for the Gas Malaysia Berhad, during the pandemic COVID-19, they still able to maintain its business model and produce an excellent result. They also managed to renegotiating all of the gas supply agreement with their existing clients. Okay, for the Petronas Gas Berhad, they managed to end its fiscal year 2021 with a profit of RM 2.11 million. They also record a strongest financial performance to date, even though they face the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, last but not least, Velesto Energy Berhad, they managed to record a net profit of RM 5.43 million for the 4th quarter that ended in the 31 December 2021. Okay. Now, I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azharul Farhan bin Muhammad Azhar, and now I will continue with company profile. Let's move on to the first company, which is Gas Malaysia Berhad. Gas Malaysia Berhad was established on 16th of May 1992 and has its headquarters in Shah Alam. Gas Malaysia Berhad is a company that is involved in the construction and operation of the natural gas distribution system in Peninsular Malaysia. They are able to provide and sell reticulated natural gas in Peninsular Malaysia since they have a license to do so under the Gas Supply Act 1993. By the 31st of December in 2019, Gas Malaysia had successfully unbundled its business operations into 2 different entities by receiving a distribution license and a shipping license from Suruhanjaya Tenaga. Moving on to the second company, which is Petronas. Petronas Gas Berhad is a firm that operates in Malaysia as a provider of gas infrastructure and utility services, and it was founded in 1983. The business is involved in the disassembly of natural gas into its component parts, as well as the warehousing, transportation, distributing, and retail sale of those parts to industrial utilities. It conducts its business via the following 4 divisions, which is gas processing, gas transportation, gas regasification, and utilities. Petroleum National Berhad is the parent company of PGB. The Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur serve as the location of PGB's headquarters, and the company also has regional offices throughout Peninsula and East Malaysia. Last but not least is Velesto. Velesto Energy Berhad, or previously known as UMW Oil and Gas Corporation Berhad, is a Malaysian-based multinational company that provides services to the upstream segment of the oil and gas industry. The company was incorporated in 2009 and is headquartered in Malaysia. The group owns and operates 6 premium jackup drilling rigs, each of which has a depth capacity of up to 400 feet, making them perfect for the shallow waters of Southeast Asia. In addition to providing work-over services, Velesto operates a fleet of hydraulic work-over devices that it uses in this capacity. Velesto is also listed on Bursa Malaysia under the main market.
Thank you to Azharul Farhan for presenting the company profile just now. Now, I am Hassanah binti Ismail will continue to tell a little bit about company financial performance. In order to measure the company's financial performance, we have used 3 indicators which are cash flow, market ratio, and ROE DuPont. So I will tell about cash flow of 3 selected company first. As you can see in these tables, there is a cash flow from 3 selected companies that we choose, that from 3 main activities, which are from operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities. In terms of operating activities, Gas Malaysia Berhad managed to get the higher cash flow in their operating compared to the Petronas Gas Berhad and Velesto Energy Berhad. This indicates the core businesses of this company are thriving. This is due to Gas Malaysia Berhad commercial operation has increased the size of the gas infrastructure over the course of many years to make contribution to the growth of the nation and also to add value to the industry. For investing activities, Petronas Gas Berhad managed to get a positive cash flow which amounting 95,799 ringgit, which indicates this company is investing in their future growth. Even Gas Malaysia Berhad and Velesto Energy Berhad recorded a negative cash flow in their investing activities, it does not mean this company is not doing well. Negative cash flow is might due to the significant amount of cash is being invested in the long-term health of the company. Lastly, in financing activities, Gas Malaysia Berhad has the highest cash flow, which indicates this company has paid much more capital, paying off long-term debt, or making dividend payment to its shareholders compared to the Petronas Gas Berhad and Velesto Energy Berhad. So next, I will pass to the next presenter, which is Anis Alisha, that will tell more about market ratio.
Hello, my name is Anis Alisha binti Ashruhelmi. I will talk about on the market ratios. So the table below here has shown us the market ratios for Gas Malaysia Berhad, Petronas Gas Berhad, and also Velesto Energy Berhad. First, it is clear from the table below that PGB, which is 17.91 times, has a greater PE ratio than GMB, which is 13.63 times, and 0 from VEB. PGB is overpriced in comparison to GMB and also VEB, because the investors expect the company's profit will grow in the future. With a PE ratio less of 15, Velesto Energy Berhad stock may be undervalued. If stock price rise in the future, the investors may profit from the current low price by purchasing it. But low PE ratio indicates a company's limited growth potential. Furthermore, EPS for Petronas Gas Berhad is greater than Gas Malaysia Berhad and also Velesto Energy Berhad, which are 22.87 cents, 5.40 cents, and 0.07 cents per share respectively. While PGB has a higher EPS since the firm is doing well and can afford to distribute more of its earnings to shareholders. It is because of its business strategy and long-term contracts has provided the sustainable income streams, especially the gas refining, gas shipping, and also the marketing of petroleum products in business sectors. According to data shown in the table below, Gas Malaysia Berhad has a greater dividend yield than Petronas Gas Berhad does, which is 6.67% against 4%. However, Velesto Energy Berhad did not pay any dividends in 2021. It is because Velesto's utilization rate is predicted to fall from 66% in the financial year 2020 to 47% in the financial year of 2021. So that's all from me. Thank you. And I will pass on to my friend Nadila for the next slide.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nadila Bastia and I will be presenting about the ROE DuPont. So based on the graph, Gas Malaysia Berhad has the highest ROE, which is 22% when compared to the other two companies. And Petronas Gas Berhad has a ROE of 18%, which is less than Gas Malaysia Berhad, but also higher than Velesto Energy, which Velesto Energy only has a ROE of 3%, which also makes it the lowest among the three companies. The ROE of Gas Malaysia Berhad is the highest, despite the lower of net profit margin. This is may because of the higher asset turnover ratio and financial leverage during the year. So it is clear that Gas Malaysia Berhad, Petronas Gas Berhad, and also Velesto Energy have different ROE, and this indicates that the operation of all three companies are totally different. So based on the table, Petronas Gas Berhad is able to generate higher sales while keeping a lower cost of goods sold, as seen by its higher net profit margin of 52%, and when compared to Gas Malaysia Berhad with only net profit margin of 4%. This shows that Petronas Gas Berhad is managing its sales well to generate their net income. Thus, it is recommended that Gas Malaysia Berhad to increase its net profit margin by lowering its cost of goods sold.
To sum up from our personal point of view, we came to the conclusion that Petronas Gas Berhad has the best performance compared to the Gas Malaysia Berhad and Velesto Energy Berhad in terms of oil and gas industry. Based on financial analysis that we conduct, Petronas Gas Berhad managed to show a good performance throughout of the year 2021. Petronas has taken purposeful steps to strengthen their resilience and steer the organization toward a path of recovery from COVID-19 pandemic. They have made it clear that they are intent to pursue a goal of becoming the more cost-effective producer in oil and gas industry with a steely determination. So that is end of our presentation from all of us. Thank you.